I'm just gonna get straight to the point here. If you've played Lumilex's new update before, you've probably heard about Judgment's Keep, which is the new secret place in Lumilexi. Inside of Judgment's Keep, you can find the roamings Arceros and Glaciadia. And when you fuse them together using the ancient relic of the Obsidian Seal, you get Novadeaus. Now, the Obsidian Seal, while it doesn't seem that important, is actually probably the most important thing that we've had so far in the entire main lore of this game. How exactly is that so? Well, let's start from the tip of the iceberg. Before we delve into unknown territory, we should probably start with what we are given first. This being the three Loomians, Arceros, Glaciadia, and their fusion, Novadeaus. Well, what if I told you that Arceros and Glaciadia are not the only two Loomians that fuse to make Novadeaus? What if I told you that yes, there is a third Loomian involved? This Loomian, which you haven't heard of nor seen, the God of Wisdom. You're probably thinking I'm out of my mind. I mean, after all, red plus blue is equal to purple, so the god of justice was the god of mercy was equal to the god of wisdom, right? Well, I kinda have some evidence that proves that this third head is probably an actual Lumion instead of just a fusion of the two. And this evidence lies in their Gamma and Alpha forms. Now, I'm assuming everyone watching this video has graduated kindergarten. If you have not graduated kindergarten, please go and graduate kindergarten if you're watching this video. You are not going to understand this otherwise. So basically, if you look at the colors for the alpha and gamma forms, you'll see something doesn't add up, right? Because in the regular form, it's red plus blue equals purple, but in this, it's green plus pink equals yellow. Yeah, that's obviously not the right color combination, and I'm pretty sure gold and silver don't equal bronze. So this proves that the third head is itself its own Lumion and not just the fusion of the other two Lumions. So, if it is its own separate Lumion, then where can we find it? I mean, after all, we didn't find it in Judgment's Keep. We found Arceros and Glaciadia. Well, I actually believe the God of Wisdom is trapped inside of the Obsidian Seal. How will that work? Well, as you can see, the Obsidian Seal was surrounded by the pink gate, or purple, whatever color you want to call it. That looks pink to me. But yeah, while the red and blue gates lead to Arceros and Glaciadia respectively, this pink gate leads to the Obsidian Seal? How can that be? Well, that is because, like I mentioned before, this third head of Novadeaus is trapped inside of the Obsidian Seal. Now, why is it so? Well, I theorize that it was the most dangerous out of the trio. Yep, the God of Wisdom, which is probably a mind type Loomian, used his wisdom for evil rather than good. Now, how can that be? Well, that's gonna be explained in a later episode. But for now, all we know is that this theory shows that there's a third head of Novadeaus trapped inside of the Obsidian Seal, whose identity we cannot find out. We can't find out what it looks like. We can't find out its name. All we know that is that it's purple and has a curved horn. That's all. But yeah, a curved horn. Hehe. Well, I have one last piece to add to this. Well, in summary, Novadeaus' third head, the god of wisdom, is not encounterable in Loomian Legacy, as it is trapped in the Obsidian Seal. However, that does not mean that its weakened power wasn't transferred to another Loomian, which I will talk about in another part of the theory. If we were to encounter the God of Wisdom though, I believe it would specialize more in support moves due to its curved horns, being separate from the pointed horns, indicating possibly more defense-like, and be a mind/ancient type. I also believe that the God of Wisdom is the main reason behind Novadeaus' tyranny, because it's the brain of Novadeaus. Of course, it's going to manipulate the emotions of the other two gods to cause havoc. But why? Well, that's all for this part of the theory, and stay tuned for the next part. So long!